I'm here with the one and only Paddy Pimblett. Paddy, I don't know where to start. There's so much we've got to talk about, but obviously, I know you're a busy man, but there's your fight with Benoit Saint-Denis, there's what happened with Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria, there's the lightweight division, there's Conor McGregor, there's the World Cup. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of shit I want to ask you about, Paddy, but congrats on everything, man. You deserve all the success. How are you feeling ahead of Benoit?
Feeling great, to be honest. Cannot wait to get in there on Saturday night and right a few wrongs from my last fight.
What were those wrongs?
Bit of ego, saying I was going to knock him out, wanting to knock him out and not sticking to the game plan, just biting down on my gum shield and swinging. It doesn't bode well against the master of violence, does it?
Yeah, but you know what? We don't want moral victories. But there was a lot of pluses you could take away from that fight. I think you showed a lot of people up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because people are, I'm sure you heard the noise. Oh, this guy doesn't deserve all the success. He's getting easy matchups. Dude, you stood there and went toe to toe with Justin Gaethje for 5 rounds, and it was very competitive.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? You got to be happy with that.
I didn't quit on my stool like a bitch.
No, see, this is part of the stuff I wanted to ask you about. What are your thoughts on Ilia right now?
He's a little bitch, lad. How can you sit there, call yourself a world champion, and quit on your stool when the going gets tough? You know what I mean? You don't do that. Real fighters don't do that.
It seemed like with Ilia's success, and he was talking about being a 3-weight division champion and stuff like that, seemed like that fight might not have happened between you two. But now it seems like it might be a real scenario. Is that something you're thinking about?
I always wanted to fight him, lad. I think it's inevitable at some point that I'll fight him. It's inevitable. At one point in our careers, our paths are going to cross. It's as simple as that. But, you know, Justin Gaethje beat me, and I said he was going to beat Ilia, because I know I'd beat Ilia. You know what I mean? I know MMA math doesn't work, but I know I beat Ilia, and Justin Gaethje beat me, so it was a no-brainer for me that Justin Gaethje beat him. And I don't think Ilia's ever going to come back the same.
Really?
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, because that can change.
He's never lost before. Like, I lost when I was 18, lad. I had to build myself back up then. Yep. Then I lost again when I was 21, when I thought I was invincible.
Yep.
But he's never lost before, and he's about 27. And his whole aura around his fighting is, I'm unbeaten, no one can beat me. Now he's just being beat by Justin Gaethje, in his words, 38-year-old man. Know what I mean? When he beat me. Yeah. And then he just went and absolutely punched his face in for 4 rounds.
It wasn't quite like that, but you're right, though. He did beat him convincingly and did make him quit. But you got to get through Benoit first.
Yeah.
I had him here before. He wasn't saying too much.
No, I'm glad there's no beef.
Because that's what I was asking him. I was like, come on, what's it been like with Paddy? He said, no, nothing?
No, nothing. Like, I'm not like that, you know what I mean? Like,
talking shit for the sake of it.
Yeah, we don't talk shit for the sake of it. We talk shit if there's actual a problem, you know what I mean? And I have not got a problem with Benoit. It's going to be very cordial, I think, you know what I mean?
But you'll be confident. I
am confident. I know I'm going to beat him.
See, this is why people gravitate towards you, Paddy, because you got to be confident to say, listen, I'm going to beat this guy. I'm going to smoke this guy. I'm going to stop him or whatever. But a lot of people won't do that.
No, I'm going to beat him. That's a 100% fact.
How are you going to beat him?
It depends, to be honest. I keep having mad thoughts about knocking him out with an eye kick, but you never know. You never know. But I think his chaoticness and his style, his intensity, his aggressiveness is going to be to his detriment against me. I think I'll end up catching him in something. All
right, today's video is sponsored by Zapply's T1. Now listen, I'm 47 and I've been hitting the head a lot for a living, but I still feel sharper now at 47 than what I did when I was 30. And that's not luck. That is looking after the right things. Now the fact is, men's testosterone is at an all-time low. And when you hit 40, it drops 2% every year. So you gotta be proactive. Low testosterone shows up with low energy, a foggy brain, poor muscle recovery, and your libido starts to drop as well. You know what I'm talking about. So you've got to be proactive. Try Zapply's T1. It's just 3 pills a day, and it's got everything that you need. That's why I take Zapply every single day. It's a complete formula for men. It's got vitamin D3, zinc, magnesium, copper, and B6, properly dosed to support healthy testosterone and overall performance. It's also natural, independently tested, and Informed Sport certified, which is the standard that athletes in the UFC actually trust. There's nothing banned, no junk that you might find in other products, and over 100,000 men are on it. And the best part is you get a 90-day money-back guarantee. So give Zapply's T1 a try. take your 3 pills a day. And if you don't feel the benefits, you get your money back. All you got to do is go to tryzapply.com, use the code Bisping15 for 15% off. As I say, give it a try. You get your money back if it doesn't work, but I can tell you right now that it does. Tryzapply.com, the code is Bisping15 for 15% off your first order. Let's get back to the video. Obviously, he's on a 4-fight win streak, but prior to that, he had a really bad night against Renato Moicano.
Yeah.
When Moicano took him down, I mean, it was that first round. That was.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I've studied that.
Yeah.
We could do a repeat of that if I wanted.
It's kind of reminiscent of you versus Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's part of the plan.
Yeah, that could be. You know
Sit
what I
him
mean?
down, 12 to 6 elbows.
If I want to, I will.
Slice him open.
Yeah. And he's got a lot of scar tissue, so it'll be quite easy to cut his face into bits.
Do you think he's going to run at you like a madman?
Yeah, I think that he doesn't know any other way, does he? He's never done it any other way.
Which you got to love, though.
Yeah,
to be honest.
That's what I mean. You've got to love it. Like. That's why I do. I like him as a fighter. I like watching him fight. Yeah. But
oh shit! What about this guy?
Yeah, hello, lad. Nice to see you. You okay?
Yes,
I just want to surprise him.
Hello. Jesus Christ! You know that. Come on, Bobby. Where were we? Oh, Benoit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good fighter, lad. Don't get me wrong, but I don't understand how we got moved above me in the rankings for beating Dan Hooker. Damn the bum Hooker.
Does that piss you off?
Yeah. And that's why as soon as I got offered the fight with BSD, I was like, yeah.
Why is that?
I want me ranking
what do you
back.
think the rankings are looking at?
I don't know.
Putting my head
you know, like, as I say, lads, Dan Hooker would get out grappled by a blind man with no legs. You know what I mean? And
because you were on a 7-fight win streak.
Yeah.
You pushed Justin Gaethje to the absolute limit. Close fight, 3-2-ish, something like that. The rankings are supposed to now look at fights and then based upon that, adjust your ranking.
It's one of them. Well, when I beat him on the weekend, I'll be back in rank 5.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's all I'm thinking about.
I've got 2 boys, 25 and 16. They've got girlfriends. The only person that they ask me about is you. Did you know that I had no idea that you're like a bit of a... Because like you're not my cup of tea. You don't do it for me. But hold on, the lights have just gone out when I said that. Paddy the Daddy. Have you heard of this thing?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man, I had no idea. Apparently you're some sex symbol.
Don't tell the missus that, lad. She'll be fuming.
My son's fiance said, "Oh, do you know Paddy? And have you seen all the TikTok edits and stuff like that?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She said, "Oh yeah, Paddy the Daddy."
See, I don't even really use TikTok that much, you know, to be honest. I only really use Instagram, so I don't even see most of these.
Yeah, no, to be fair. And then my youngest son, his girlfriend came over and she was like, "Do you know Paddy?" So it's crazy, man. You really do resonate with that younger audience. Yeah, man. It just blew my mind. So Ilia Topuria, you think you're going to fight. When do you think that'll happen?
I don't know. I just think, I know it's inevitable in the next couple of years. I've got to fight him. There's no way we end our careers without fighting each other.
No, of course.
No way. And I'll send his fat ass back down to featherweight.
And what about Justin Gaethje?
I hope so, but he's towards the end of his career. But you know, revenge gets you out of bed in the morning. So
who do you think he'll fight next?
A lot can dictate what happens this weekend, because no one's ever going to turn down fighting Conor McGregor, are they? The biggest payday you've ever had. If Max wins, I've heard Justin say he wants that rematch because Max beat him.
Yep.
But then Max has just been beat by Charles.
Yep.
So can you give it to Max over Charles? And I know Justin wants to fight Charles again because Charles beat him.
There's narratives all over the place.
Everywhere.
You think Conor can do it this weekend?
Yeah, if he gets it done early. I just think the longer the fight goes on, the more it favours Max. Max is a cardio machine.
It makes sense.
That's always been one of Conor's things, what's let him down.
I saw you said that you'd go up to 170 for Conor.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Of course.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? You know what I mean? I'd love to have a little fight at 170, see how my body feels at it, and there isn't much more of a perfect person to do it against than Conor McGregor.
I think if Conor can win this, I think he fights Islam Makhachev next. Which I know is a crazy shout.
Yeah.
But think about the storyline.
The storyline.
And everything with Khabib and all the rest of it. Because Conor will take that fight. Of course he would. Because say what you want about that guy, he ain't going to turn a fight down.
The welterweights won't be happy.
The welterweights. Do you know what I mean?
Prates
Morales and Prates can fight each other in the meantime.
They won't be happy there, them. Like, you wouldn't be, though, would you, if you were in that division?
No, you wouldn't be, but it's Conor McGregor after all.
No, it is. He brings the star value and the name power, but if you're a welterweight in that division, he gets a title shot off beating Max Holloway, who's you're fuming.
So Saturday it's England versus France in the UFC.
Yeah.
And then England, who we playing? England versus Norway. What do you think there?
For me, it's whatever striker turns up. If Harry Kane turns up, England will win. If Haaland turns up, Norway will win.
Okay.
It's all about the strikers on that game for me, the number 9s.
And then Benoit Saint-Denis, when we're finishing him?
Hopefully the first round, lad, get him out of there nice and fast. I don't need another one of them 5-round wars, lad. No, I don't need another one of them 6 months after the last one.
How did you feel after that? How was the body?
Sad.
Yeah.
No, one of the maddest thing ever is, no, the sorest my body has ever been.
Go on.
After fighting Tony Ferguson.
Really?
And I've dominated for 3 rounds.
Yeah, it's weird,
my body has never, like, his bones were made out of metal, lad. Lad, my body has never... You was there everywhere when I was waking up in the middle of the night, rolling over, going, like my whole body was just sore.
It's horrible.
When I fought Justin, it was just my face. The rest of my body was sound, and my legs were sound, my arms were sound. It was just my eyes. It wasn't even my face, just my eyes. But that went down within a week. And like it was gone within 2 weeks because I went to my mate's wedding and I was sound.
That'd be me if I did one session of jiu-jitsu now. Do you know what I mean? The next morning I'd be like, oh shit.
But as I say, after I fought Tony, lad, my body was just, and lad, I probably sat in his guard for about eight minutes of the fight. But lad, I don't know what it was, lad. He was just made out of steel because I was rolling over that night in the bed and I'm going, I remember getting up the next morning to go and watch the Liverpool game, lad, downstairs, and was hobbling. It's just like, oh my God, why am I this sore?
Yeah. It's weird how it happens like that. Because you don't really feel the punches in the face either.
No.
I say this to everyone all the time because they say, does it hurt? I'm like, well, at the time, you don't really feel it. Unless you get knocked out, which you've never been knocked out.
Getting punched doesn't hurt, lad. I always say this to people.
Yeah.
People are scared of getting punched.
Sometimes
and it doesn't
on the
hurt.
end of the nose, that can sting a little bit.
I just don't think getting punched hurts, lad.
No.
Hitting yourself probably hurts,
my
mate.
depth perception's off, you know what I'm saying? I was meant to just clip myself. All right, give us your prediction for Benoit then.
I think I finish him fast. I think he's going to probably put his head in a choke and get put fast to sleep. I don't think he'll tap. I think he'll go unconscious.
Okay. Well, mate, all the best. Congrats on everything.
You know that,
Looking
fella.
forward
Thank
to
you
the
very
fight.
much.
Let's go. Paddy Pimblett.